Hello and welcome back to International Journeyman here with Spain. After a less than stellar qualification campaign last time out, today we take on the European Championships for the first time in the save as we head to Italia 2032, as I assume it's called. I really don't expect to pull up any trees here given our largely confusing displays last time, but you really do never know with tournament football. I mean, Ukraine won it 4 years ago. If we could at least maintain our record of not getting sacked, that would be great. We start off with some March friendlies, and I wish I hadn't bothered. We've been off a 2-0 lead against Norway before scraping a win over Slovenia. Amazing. Wayne Rooney is for some reason hosting the draw for the Euros, and we get France, Croatia and Scotland, which is okay I guess, but I can still see this being a very short episode. When we get to squad naming day, the team has a largely familiar feel to it. Goalkeeper sees the biggest shake-up, with Robert Sanchez dropped due to some awful form. Neither Lucas Canizares or Julian Agizabala are exactly the level I like though, so Unai Simon will have to be the first choice. In defence, regen Landa Laranga has been part of the squad for a while, ahead of Jorge Cuenca, and I've also opted for the more creative Dani Olmo over Carlos Soler in midfield. Otherwise, as you were. I'm quite concerned about the defence. I hope the attack is enough. We face Ireland in our only warm-up game and it's a 2-1 win. It's not terrible, but given the Spanish FA expect us to reach the final, it's not exactly breathtaking. We begin the group with Scotland. We did of course beat them home and away in qualification last time. It would be great to do so again here, although from a rotation perspective I'd rather have this game later. Well, here's the initial team. Simon didn't exactly play well against Ireland, so might get dropped, but he starts now. Laranga is currently subject to bids from half of Europe's elite, so he comes into defence instead of Pau Torres, alongside Balde, Gila and Porro. Rodri, Pedri and Gavi are in midfield, with Garnacho, Pabil and Ordinez in attack. Can we please just not be terrible? 12 minutes in, we pass it out from the back and Pedri gets it on the left, cuts inside and just keeps going before unleashing a sweet strike past Gunn. Definitely not terrible, please keep doing that. A few minutes later we come forwards again. Pabil has a give and go with Porro before dispatching a fine strike of his own for 2. Half an hour in, Scotland do work it nicely and pull a goal back, but just before the break, Pabil sends Ordinez away to calmly slot home a third. In the second half, some excellent harrying from Garnacho gives Ordinez a more difficult chance, which he still finishes superbly. And that's it. A pretty great start really. But we have France next. Things didn't go especially well for us last time we played them, but a win here would probably see us into the knockouts. I'm somewhat hopeful we can get a draw at least. No changes, let's go. 1 minute in, we collapse defensively and give away a penalty, which Mbappe obviously scores. As utterly terrible as that start is, we actually play quite well for the rest of the match. It's extremely end-to-end, with plenty of chances for both sides and good displays from both goalkeepers. We probably have the best of the chances, with this effort from Garnacho and then this one from Pabil. France have a couple of goals ruled out for offside in the second half, and while there's a lot of highlights, none of them feature a goal for us. And so we lose, which is a shame. I think we deserved a point at least. Well, Scotland and Croatia draw, so a point from our final game should be enough. That does unfortunately mean we won't be able to rest against Croatia as it's too much of a risk. We dominate from the get-go, controlling midfield and having a bundle of chances but without much clinical edge. But they never look like threatening, and just before half time, Pedri creates space for Balde to send a looping shot over their defence and keeper and into the top corner. A bit fluky, but I'll take it. In the second half, Porro sends in a sweeping cross which Figueiredo controls with a flick and finishes with style. 2-0. Job done. We don't actually look that bad. Let's just hope France get knocked out by someone else. No crazy group stage exits, although I am pleased to see Serbia are out. Because we finished second though, we get Portugal in the next round. Amazing. Also great to see if we do win, we'll then probably get England. This doesn't seem exactly fair when you look at some of the other nations left. Anyway, Belgium were the first big departure, losing to Albania. Ireland also dispensed with the holders Ukraine. Both have some impressive wonder kids. Italy beat Northern Ireland and Holland beat the Czech Republic, and then it's the Iberian Derby. We did, of course, directly picked Spain over Portugal when we took this job, so no pressure. Porro is suspended, so Correa comes in. It's tense. The first really good chance goes our way as Ordinez pulls it back for Pedri to smack it into the crossbar. We are probably the dominant side, so of course the second good chance sees Portugal come forwards and Carlos Bessa just waltz through our defence to score as Simon makes himself look like an idiot. Fantastic. I would, quite like to not lose here, so make a few changes. With 15 minutes left, we finally get a highlight as Correa comes down the right, finds Williams, who flicks it up for Gavi to send home on the half volley. 1-1. 5 minutes later, it's the right hand side again as Correa, Williams and Gavi combine once more for Figueres to tap us in front. It's a bit of a nervy end, but we hold on for a fantastic recovery win. And then England obviously beat Norway on penalties after a 3-3 draw, so we're stuck with them. If I couldn't beat them with Brazil, I can't imagine this is going to go well. France at least get knocked out by Germany. Bulgaria are the shock quarterfinalists as they beat Turkey, all of which means we have the absolutely unfairest draw. Thanks game, let's just get this over with. I think, given his form, Figueres has to start over Ordinez, while I also swap out Rodri for Vencedor. Porro returns. And I think the only word for this match is, well, indescribable. England tests Simon early on before we get a prime free kick, which Ramsdale just tips over. England then come forwards and Simon intercepts it well, passing to Vencedor, who proceeds to... Seriously, what the was that? This is a European Championship quarter-final. What the actual hell are you doing, you moron? Simon isn't exactly innocent there either, but still. Talk about gifting them a lead. And then just before half-time, Balde crosses into the box and Ramsdale punches Figueres in the head, so we get a penalty, which would be great, except Pedri sees his efforts saved and then misses the rebound. What a fantastic half. But don't worry, it's not over as we come forward again and Pedri passes to Garnacho, who just forgets he's alive, allowing England to counter and make it 2. I really love this game. In the second half, we get a fraction more luck as Pabil pulls it back for Porro to dispatch to claw us back into it. But then any hope of a fight back surely dies as from a free kick, Gila kicks the ball into Declan Rice's face to make it 3-1. From the restart, 2 subs combine as Fernandez finds Olmo to make it 3-2 and give us surely false hope. And yeah, we don't get any other highlights and so we lose. We've lost that match because we let them win, not because they beat us. We literally gifted them 2 goals, arguably all 3, and we missed a penalty. A disgrace. I've avoided the sack for 10 years in this save, but I think my luck has run out. Though in reality I shouldn't be sacked, as the blame rests solely on these players for their abysmal performances in key moments. In fact, please sack me, I can't wait to be away from them. Italy beat Albania, and then Ireland, who we beat in a pre-tournament warm-up game, beat Holland to make the actual semi-finals of a major tournament. And then Bulgaria go and beat Germany to continue the absurdity. At least we can say we lost to the world champions, who then proceed to lose to Italy in the semi-finals. Ireland beat Bulgaria to make the final. I'm thrilled for Adam Eder if nothing else. But the final is too big an ask for them as the hosts win once more. We drop to 6th in the rankings as a result of this, and yeah, we get sacked. You know what? I've been unimpressed with your quality of players, and I think I'd improve my chances of success with anyone else. We're not the only person to go, of course. France are the clear and obvious best option here, and then the England boss goes and quits as well. We get offered both jobs. France are still the world #1s, and they are very good, but England. How can I turn down England? I think we need to renew the squad a bit, but even if it all goes wrong, I can't really say no to constant online and tabloid abuse now, can I? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.